Brandon Moreno versus Kai Kara France 2. The rematch takes place this weekend in the co-main event of UFC 277, Pena versus Nunes 2, and I cannot wait for this rematch. Of course, it's for the UFC Interim Flyweight Championship. Brandon Moreno, Kai Kara France. I cannot wait for this fight. Of course, this is happening because it's kind of a mess in the flyweight division right now. It's fixed now, but back then, Davis Figueiredo, we didn't know it was Kai Kara France because he arguably deserved a title shot. And, of course, Moreno and Figueiredo were 1-1-1, so it was a bit of a mess. Figueiredo was injured, so they made this fight. Brandon Moreno, there's other guys coming up too. Pantoja is coming up. He's also fighting on this card. But Brandon Moreno, Kai Kara France, the winner of this one will definitely get a shot at Figueiredo again. And I can't wait. Either way, if it's Moreno, Figueiredo 4, that's crazy and that's really good. We have a new fresh matchup, Kara France versus Figueiredo. But this is a good matchup. Brandon Moreno, of course, has 3 fights to Davis Figueiredo. Of course, going to a draw with Figueiredo. Arguably lost, but that was a good fight. Then he won against Figueiredo in a more of a one-sided contest. Then he lost to Figueiredo. But, of course, that happened. But Kai Kara France has made his row. Beat Ascar, beat Cody Garbrandt, beat Rogerio Bontorin, and beat both of them ever since his loss to Brandon Royval. This is a great fight. I'm going to go Brandon Moreno this time. Not this time. I think he'll get it done again over Kai Kara France. I just don't see Kai Kara France winning this one, man. Brandon Moreno is good. And I see a lot of people picking Kai Kara France online. Like, not a lot of people. I think a lot more people are picking Moreno. But some people out there hidden in the corners in the background. Like, you know what? Kai can win this one. He's massively improved, guys. He has improved, Kai Kara France. I'll give you that. He is a massively improved guy. But against Cody Garbrandt, against Rogerio Bontorin, you know? His win over Ascar was good. I just don't see him KOing Brandon Moreno. This is the thing here. I just don't see him KOing Brandon Moreno. I don't at all. I don't see him KOing Brandon Moreno. You couldn't put away Askarov, who didn't get put away. I know Askar's good and tough, and he couldn't get put away by Brandon Moreno. And Moreno honestly went to a draw with him. Moreno should have won, though. If anyone won that fight, it was Brandon Moreno. But he couldn't put away Askarov. And Kai Kara France seems to do good against wrestlers. Askarov wrestler, who's not like great on the feet. Cody Garbrandt is not really a wrestler, but he's really chinny. Same with Bontorin, who is a wrestler as well. I just don't see him winning this one against Brandon Moreno, who has a lot of confidence, I think, right now. Of course, he's 28 years old. He turns, he turns 28 and 29 in December. So he has a bit of time left. Kai Kara France, I think, is 29. Birthday in March. I just don't see him winning this one, man. I really don't see this going well for Kai Kara France. This is a tough one, though. I just think Kai Kara France will be a bit hesitant coming in this one, man. I just don't see him winning. I just don't see him winning this one. Like, he did lose to Brandon Royval. Things happen. It's Royval. He probably wins a rematch. He got spinning elbow, then guillotined after rocking Royval in the first place. I'm not going to take things from that. But, I'm not going to take anything from that. It's just, I just don't trust him this time around. I just don't see him winning this one. Brandon Moreno is very good. Very good. He did good in the second fight versus Figueiredo. Looked very good in the second fight versus Figueiredo. I picked him to win against Figueiredo in the second fight, and he surely did get the job done. Same with the third fight, but he lost there. I picked Figueiredo in the first fight. But, man, I just don't see this one going well for Kai Kara France. Brandon Moreno is very good, and I just don't see him losing this one in the striking department. Kai Kara France has power, but Moreno just has a granite chin. I wouldn't say granite, but like Figueiredo did put him down, but I think Figueiredo just has that power. I just don't see it going well for France, or not France, Kaikara France. I don't know why I just said France. But he did put away Cody Garbrandt. But it's Garbrandt, man. It is good that he put away. I know a lot of people put away Garbrandt, but he put away Garbrandt. Rob Font couldn't do, a boxer with power. He put away Moraes. I don't think that's really a good win in hindsight. It's a big win, a big name win, but he struggled against Rodrigo Bontorin, who took his back for a whole round and arguably won the first round against Bontorin. But Kara France is good with the counter grappling. It's hard to really take him down. It is hard really to take him down. I just don't see Moreno taking him down, and if he does, if there's any problems on the feet, he can get it. And I don't see Kara France out grappling him, so the only way I see Kara France winning is he wins a close scrap against Moreno, or he KOs Moreno. And I just don't see that, man. He could put away Askarov. He did rock him at one moment, to be fair, but he always is just hesitant. He's sometimes a bit hesitant. I just don't see him winning this one. That's the problem I have here. I just don't see him winning. I just think Kara France is gonna fall here. I just don't trust him. Like Garbrandt, before he KO'd Garbrandt even, he kind of like was doing nothing. Arguably was losing. Really. He probably, I don't know. Nothing really happened, to be fair. Garbrandt landed some Mortal Kombat kicks on him, or whatever it's called. It's just, I just, nothing really happened. So he did find his shot and put away Garbrandt. But I don't know. I just don't see him winning against Brandon Moreno. Moreno is good. He's a big favorite here, not too big. Usually you'd see him as a big favorite, but I think it's because Kara France has some wins. So yeah, I think Brandon Moreno's got this one, and I think he knows he can fight Figueiredo for the fourth time. If he loses this one, Moreno, he's kind of in a bad position, but it's kind of good for the division if Kai wins, because we get a fresh battle for Figgy. We also can see the quadrilogy. But yeah, he's been in those championship main events before. Kai, this is his first big spotlight. Like, I know the main event, Nunes-Pena, or Pena-Nunes, the rematch, that's the spotlight. But this is the first, like, big spot for Kara France. I just don't see him winning against Brandon Moreno. Moreno's been in the spotlights against Figueiredo, and Figueiredo again. I don't know why I said it 3 times, but yeah. Apex the first time, crowded arena the next 2. I think one in Arizona and then another one in California, Anaheim, I think it was, or somewhere. San Diego, but I think he gets it done. He beat Brandon Royval with ease. Let's be real. I think he can go out there and get it done. He beat Hussey Formiga pretty easily. Of course, beat Kara France. I think he'll go out there and get the job done over Kara France. Risky though. I mean, Kara France does train at CKB, but I don't like the pressure from him as well, because Adesanya and Volkanovski are already defending champs. And he's left behind, not even... Like, if he wins this, he has to win the real belt as well against Figueiredo. But listen up, man. I think he could beat Davis Figueiredo. Style-wise. Figueiredo leaves some openings, and he gets dropped here and there and cracked. I think Kara France would beat Davis Figueiredo, if I'm honest with you. He just needs to get past Moreno, and he's gonna beat Figueiredo. I just think Moreno's a tough test. Yeah. But this is what I'm going to say. before I go, if Moreno takes damage and a lot of damage in this fight but wins, I see him losing to Figueiredo. But if he takes not too much damage and wins, I'll pick him against Figueiredo. Kind of 50 for him and Figueiredo, but I think he will take damage here. So I do believe Figueiredo will win. Yeah, but I just don't think Kara France can get it. Yeah. 3.5 reach disadvantage for Kara France. I don't see him grappling. I just don't see him winning, man. I just don't see Moreno losing this, if I'm honest with you. Like, he trains at new gyms as well. You know, he trains at, with, like, James Krause, these guys. Trains there now. Tim Elliott, these guys. Working on some kicks as well. I think he'll lose those kicks as well. I just don't see Kai winning. You know, Garbrandt was looking decent with kicks before he got caught out of nowhere. I think Moreno is way better than Cody Garbrandt. Technique-wise. Way better. Way better than Cody Garbrandt. And I think Kara France is good. I think he's a very good fighter. Couldn't finish Askarov. And I would say Moreno has a way better chin than Askarov. I just don't see him winning. He was close to finishing Askarov at one point, but just couldn't quite do it. But I just don't see him winning. Bontorin was a grappling. And if anyone's going to grapple here, it's going to be Moreno. Yeah, I think Moreno's going to get this one done. Maybe lose the first round, win the second slightly, lose the third, win the fourth, and then win the fifth. Yeah, maybe a 10-8 in the fifth to a 48-46, but I'll say 48-47. Brandon Moreno. I'd like to go against Moreno, but I keep picking him lately. I picked him against Figueiredo in the rematch in Trilogy, and now here. I doubted him against Figueiredo. I picked Figueiredo in the first fight, and I picked Royval to beat him as well, but I just don't see him winning this one. I just don't see Kara France winning. Yeah, I think he has a lot of pressure on him here. And even if he wins, we're acting like oh, he wins. And no, he has to fight Figgy after as well. And who knows? Maybe Figgy can get him with a guillotine. I like this fight though. I'm gonna go Brandon Moreno getting this one done. Plus, Raulian Paiva, he arguably lost that fight. I know this is way back then. Not way back then, but back in 2019. Only 3 years ago. Over 3 years now. Could have lost to Raulian Paiva. Sean O'Malley ended him early in the first round. Easy. So, yeah. Just to let you know. But, yeah, I just don't think Kara France will win. I know he trains with Volk and is in Adesanya, but it just doesn't matter, I don't believe. I don't think it matters. It does matter, though. But, because there's a huge kicker in Volkanovski and a good range as well. And you got Adesanya there as well. Just don't see him winning, though. I just don't see this one going well. Yeah. I don't see this one going well. It'd be fun if Kai wins, because him versus Figueiredo would be pretty cool. But same with the quadrilogy of Figueiredo and Moreno. I kind of hope Kai wins, but I just don't see him winning this one. I think Brandon Moreno's got this one in the bag. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is a prediction and breakdown of Brandon Moreno versus Kara France 2, the rematch. Let's go, and peace.